He's lifting up his command center and is going to land that. I was wondering, is he just going to mule up and push out with as much forces as he can with his Marine Marauder combination, but that doesn't seem to be the case. He is going to secure this natural, canceling those bunkers there, and I'd like to see him throw like a couple right here just for safety's sake. Meanwhile, right now, let's take a look at the income. It looks like Tester is way ahead, actually, because he's had this dual mining going on for so long, even though he doesn't have that many more harvesters. And so his army count should reflect that at 71 supply, while the Terran player is at 62. And so right now, Tester looking to get that revenge that he's wanted since the last game, obviously losing in a pretty bad manner, really, when he had the advantage, I felt like, and then just kind of fell in the last couple of minutes due to the Terran mobility from those dropships and that 3M. But this game, we're not really seeing that many dropships. We're seeing more Banshee play, and it looks like the starport going to land on the reactor. Now we are going to see dropships. So yeah, there we go. 2 dropships pumping out. The STC reverting into his standard 3M mode, but this time has a couple of Banshees to boot. It looks like a Colossus coming out for Tester, meanwhile. And this is really what I think a Protoss player needs to deal with 3M. They need Colossus, and they need Psystorm. Those are the 2 key fundamental elements. Colossus with range are so good against Marines and pretty decent against Marauders, especially with that range. If you keep them behind, then you can keep the Colossus away from the Marauders and the Marauders' ability to snipe the Colossus down. Ooh, Observer getting taken out there as the missile turret warps in. But looks like, oh, we have 3 Banshees coming in to the south here with the STC trying to once again harass at the main nexus like he did in the previous game. We do have the extended thermal lance coming for that Robo support bay. Meanwhile, it looks like the STC going to be pushing in here. Not sure if this is going to be the best timing to push in. He does not have enough Marauders to deal with the Colossus, nor does he have Vikings. He needs either Marauders or Vikings to deal with this, and he is now starting to transition from Medvacs into Vikings. So he realizes that there are Colossus on the field. He is going to get some Vikings to deal with that, and right now SKS desperately needs to warp in a Templar Archives. I just gotta say, where is the Templar Archives? Last game he got it way too late. This game he might get it a little bit late as well. Gonna get a 4th and 5th gateway up. He definitely has 2 bases mining full on gas, so he does have enough to support temps, but he's not warping them in yet. So we'll see if that bites him in the butt later on. Meanwhile, the STC is starting to get back into macro mode. 41 harvesters under 47, so that gap really has not changed at all. And the income for both players pretty much dead even at this point. More 3M pumping out of all these barracks. Another starport with a reactor here. So we are going to be seeing Vikings coming out of one of these starports and dropships coming out of the other, I got to assume, for the STC. And that's going to be a very potent combination indeed. Oh, meanwhile, it looks like we had a Marine Marauder drop down here to the south. And it looks like Tester here was able to ward it off pretty well. It looks like one of the dropships is going to get taken out. The second dropship going to get taken out as well. And the STC here is going to be able to push forward, but he does not have an evacuation route. And he is going to lose all of his Marauders to this massive Stalker Colossus combination. The couple of Banshees getting out of the way, and the SCV going to repair that. So that was pretty much a very small attempt to harass this Nexus, but was not successful at all. Really, he lost all of his forces, did not do much damage at all. We do have a Twilight Council coming in, so that's good. Get Zealot legs, and hopefully we have a Templar Archives coming down in the very near future. Meanwhile, back at the main base, the minerals almost mined out for the STC, as well as almost mined out for SKS Tester. A lot of Vikings in the air right now for the STC to deal with those Colossus. Meanwhile, it looks like Tester going to push forward here into the neutral high ground expansion between the 2 bases. This is going to be a very critical position to hold and capture, but it doesn't look like either player is interested in getting that right now. The Banshees still kind of flying around and about to pick off whatever they possibly can, and I'm still waiting to see that major confrontation from both armies. Ground weapons level 1 for Tester coming out here. The +1 weapons for the infantry has already been researched, meanwhile, for the STC, and both players just kind of dancing on this thin line between total conflict and annihilation. They're just waiting for the other player to make a mistake, to move out of position, and then they're going to close in and bite like a snake, and it's going to be a very painful bite indeed. And here we go. The Vikings going to go to work on the Colossus. All the shields getting drained away right there. Nice volley of missiles from the Vikings, and this is where Colossus are really useless, is when the Vikings get in large numbers. They can snipe snipe out this Colossus so easily. Only one Colossus remains, and if this Colossus should fall, then these Marauders and Marines are going to make mincemeat, I feel, of this Terran army, Protoss army on the ground. Looks like the Colossus is desperately trying to get out of the way. Oh my goodness, so close. It's actually going to go after the SCV under the palm trees right there, or whatever trees these are. Mutated palm trees on top of a skyscraper. Oh, the Banshee's coming in here with the cloak to snipe off the final Colossus, and with that, I don't think Tester is going to get any more Colossus. Yeah, he's pretty much halted all Colossus production at this point and is going to convert over to Psionic Storm what he really needs to deal with that Bio Ball, and I'm really glad that he's decided to get that. He is chrono boosting it on the way, but it is not out quite yet. And right now he doesn't even have any Templar on the field. He really needs some Templar right now. I don't see any on the map. He is warping in a couple right now, so thank the Lord that he's going to get a couple. Also getting Photon Cannons to deal with the Banshees. Lots of Air Force down here for the STC. And right now 149 supply for STC and for Tester 157. So both armies still very large, still waiting for that massive collision I've been waiting to see all day long. These Vikings' effectiveness are really not useful at all now that all the Colossus have gone down though. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he should just land them and try to do whatever damage he possibly can, excuse me. And yeah, that is what he's going to do. Going to go straight for this Templar Archives. If this Archives go down, then this is going to be huge. The Archive gets taken out before the research was finished. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely horrible for Tester, and right now his Templars have no ability to Psystorm whatsoever, and it looks like the SCC gonna barrel down from that high ground neutral expansion between the two bases, using that stim pack to maximum effectiveness, even getting a scan down, and he looks like he is going to push forward and take out Tester. Oh my goodness, what an incredible timing. If that Templar Archives had finished the Psystorm research, then Tester would have just blew away all these Marines and Marauders with all of his Psystorm. And you guys can see right there the ... of frustration. Man, that's got to be frustrating. The Vikings and Banshees still alive inside the main, and he calls GG. Oh my goodness, what a close battle. What great timing from SCC to just drop in there. We even had a Nexus coming in right here, but what great timing from the SCC to drop in there and snipe off that Templar Archives with such little time remaining. That was the key to his victory, and wow, what a great game. 2 games in a row, the SEC taking out Tester, showing his worth, his valor, and his mental strength and fortitude. And that was a great game right there from both players. And hopefully you guys enjoyed that broadcast. So look forward to more StarCraft 2 broadcasts in the near future. And I thank you guys for all the support you guys have been giving me. HD signing out.